All right, let's talk about food. Not diets, not crazy fads, but the actual fundamentals. We're going to break down the science of what you eat into what it really is, fuel for your body. Think of this as the owner's manual for your own personal engine.
I mean, really, have you ever stopped to think about it? You eat a sandwich, and then what? It just disappears and you feel less hungry? But underneath, your body is this incredible, super sophisticated factory, working 24/7 to turn that sandwich into energy, into new cells, into you.
And this right here is where it all kicks off. The journey for every single bite you take starts in your digestive system. This whole setup is designed for one thing: to dismantle your food into tiny, usable molecules, the building blocks that your body can actually absorb and put to work.
And that brings us to the absolute core of this whole thing: essential nutrients. There are about 45 of these little guys. And that word essential is key. It means your body literally cannot make them from scratch. They are non-negotiable. You have to get them from the food you eat.
So these nutrients basically fall into two big categories. Let's start with the heavy hitters, the macronutrients. I love this analogy. Think of them as the gas for your car and the bricks and lumber for your house. They provide the energy and the physical stuff your body is made of.
The name gives it away, right? Macro means large. Your body needs a lot of these every single day. The three that give you energy are protein, fat, and carbohydrates. And of course, there's water, which is kind of the ultimate macronutrient. It's involved in, well, pretty much everything.
Okay, let's talk energy. Or, as we measure it, calories. When it comes to packing a punch, fat is the undisputed champion. A single gram of fat has a whopping 9 calories. That makes it the most dense, efficient fuel source you can get, which is why your body loves it for long-term storage and for powering you through low-intensity activities.
Now compare that to protein and carbohydrates. They each provide 4 calories per gram. So right away, you can see that's less than half the energy you get from the same amount of fat. Just understanding this simple math, 9 versus 4, is a total game changer for understanding your food.
Now, speaking of carbs, they are not all created equal, not even close. You've got whole grains, which have all 3 parts of the original grain: the bran, the germ, the endosperm. That's where all the good stuff is: fiber, vitamins, you name it. Then you have refined grains, where they strip away the bran and germ, leaving you with basically just the starch. It's no wonder that eating more whole grains is linked to way better health outcomes.
And then there's protein. If carbs are the fuel, protein is the building material. It makes up your muscles, bones, even your hormones. Proteins themselves are built from smaller units called amino acids. Your body can whip up some of them on its own, but there are 9, those essential ones again, that you have to get from food. Animal-based proteins usually have all 9, so we call them complete. Most plants are incomplete, but you can just combine them, like rice and beans, to get the whole set.
Okay, so if the macros are the gas and bricks, you can think of micronutrients as the support crew. They're the spark plugs, the motor oil, the electrical wiring in the car. You don't need tons of them by weight, but without them, absolutely nothing works. The whole engine just grinds to a halt.
And this awesome support crew is made up of your vitamins and minerals. We need 13 essential vitamins to help unlock the energy from our food, and about 17 essential minerals to do things like regulate our heartbeat and build strong bones. And there's our friend water again, making up more than half our body, just making sure all the chemical reactions can happen smoothly. You know, we got to give a special shout out to one particular team member: dietary fiber. Here's the funny thing about it: it's a carbohydrate, but we can't even digest it for energy. So what's the big deal? Well, it's absolutely critical for a healthy digestive system, and studies have shown again and again that it helps lower the risk of some really serious diseases. It's a true unsung hero. Okay, so we've met all the players. We know about macros and micros. But what do you do with that information? How does that actually help you decide what to eat for dinner tonight? Well, let's get practical and look at the blueprint for building a healthy plate. One of the best, most straightforward tools out there is the USDA's My Plate. It's brilliant because it's so simple. Just look at your plate. Is about half of it fruits and vegetables? Is about a quarter of it grains and a quarter of it protein with a side of dairy? It's a super easy visual checklist for every single meal. And if you want to get more specific, here's what that My Plate model translates to in actual amounts. For a person eating around 2,000 calories a day, you're aiming for about 2 cups of fruit, 2.5 cups of veggies, 6 ounces of grains, 5.5 ounces of protein, and 3 cups of dairy. It just gives you a clear, concrete target to shoot for. We can also look at this from a macronutrient point of view. Experts have come up with these things called acceptable macronutrient distribution ranges, or AMDRs for short.
It's just a fancy way of saying a healthy balance. The goal is to get somewhere between 45 to 65% of your daily calories from carbs, 20 to 35% from fat, and 10 to 35% from protein. Staying in these ranges is a great way to make sure you're getting the right fuel mix.
All right, time for the final piece of the puzzle. This is where the rubber meets the road. In the grocery store aisle. To make really good choices, you have to become a pro at decoding the nutrition label.
Honestly, the nutrition facts label is your best friend. Don't skip it. Here's a tip. Always start with the serving size. Why? Because every other number on that label is based on that one serving. After that, check out the calories, but also keep a close eye on the things you want to limit, like added sugars and sodium. And hey, don't let those flashy claims on the front of the box fool you. Words like good source or high-end aren't just marketing fluff. They have very specific legal definitions. For example, good source of means a serving has between 10 and 19% of your daily need. High-end means it has 20% or more. Knowing the lingo helps you cut right through the hype.
So there you have it, the science of food as fuel, the blueprint for building a healthy plate, and the tools you need to make smart, informed choices every day. You have the knowledge now, you have the blueprint. The only question left is, what are you going to build with it?